the vast expanse of the universe, few rivalries burn as fiercely as that between Trazyn the Infinite and Orikan the Diviner, both formidable leaders within the enigmatic Necron race. Rooted in their fundamental ideological differences regarding the past and the future, this feud spans millennia, etching its mark across the stars. Trazyn, driven by an insatiable thirst for collecting rare artifacts and preserving the remnants of history, clashes with Orikan, a cryptech chronomancer, whose focus lies in manipulating time to shape a predetermined destiny for the Necron race. Their struggle for dominance unfolds against the backdrop of ancient tombs, celestial phenomena, and the machinations of cosmic powers, each determined to assert their vision upon the fate of their ancient race. Trazyn the Infinite is a prominent Necron overlord, known for his insatiable appetite for collecting rare and unique artifacts. Trazyn possesses immense power and influence within the ancient and technologically advanced Necron race. Throughout his long existence, Trazyn has amassed an extensive collection of relics, creatures, and beings from across the galaxy, preserving them within his labyrinthine museums and galleries. His motivations for collecting are multifaceted, driven by a combination of intellectual curiosity, a desire for power, and perhaps even a twisted sense of aesthetic appreciation. Despite his seemingly detached demeanor, Trazyn is not to be underestimated, as his collection holds secrets and powers that could potentially alter the course of galactic history. Orikan the Diviner is renowned as a powerful cryptech chronomancer. With an unwavering dedication to shaping the destiny of the Necron Empire, Orikan delves deep into the manipulation of time itself, employing his formidable abilities to foresee and influence future events. His cryptic prophecies and enigmatic machinations often serve as the linchpin of Necron strategies, guiding the course of battles and determining the fate of worlds. However, Orikan's pursuit of cosmic mastery is not without its consequences, as his meddling with the fabric of time has led to unforeseen consequences and rifts within the Necron hierarchy. Despite the risks, Orikan remains steadfast in his belief that he alone possesses the insight and foresight necessary to guide his ancient race towards a predetermined and glorious destiny amidst the chaos of the galaxy. Trazyn and Orikan, both Necron leaders, have clashed for millennia due to their conflicting views on history and the future. Their rivalry centered on gaining control of the stasis tomb of Necronter Pharaon Nephrith on the worlds of Serenade. This tomb, accessed through the Astrarium Mysterios, held untold technological marvels, opening only at specific astrological intervals. A distinctive aspect of Serenade was its song, emitted incessantly from Nephrith's tomb. This numeric sequence, 3,211, 1,545, 4,131, 5,322, echoed indefinitely, subtly shaping the behaviors of the planet's inhabitants. Its effects permeated every aspect of life on Serenade throughout the ages. However, to the Necrons, prolonged exposure to and study of the song risked driving them into madness. In an attempt to eliminate Orikan as a rival for control over the tomb's treasures, Trazyn unleashed a genestealer creature into the depths of Serenade to assassinate the cryptech. Despite Orikan's valiant resistance, the Xenos managed to evade capture. Over the passing centuries, the genestealer evolved into a formidable genestealer patriarch, sowing the seeds of a genestealer cult that eventually rose up in rebellion against the Imperium, with the infiltration of a single genestealer organism, often covertly introduced to the planet's population. This initial genestealer then seeks out unsuspecting victims, infecting them with its genetic material through a process known as the genestealer kiss. The infected individuals become hosts for the genestealer's offspring, birthing hybrids that outwardly resemble their host species, but possess the genestealer's genetic traits and psychic influence. These hybrids infiltrate key positions within society, manipulating events and subverting authority to pave the way for the genestealer cult's rise to power. As the cult grows in strength and numbers, it spreads its influence like a malignant web, ensnaring more victims and orchestrating acts of sabotage and insurrection to destabilize the planet's defenses. Eventually, the cult triggers a full-scale uprising, unleashing hordes of genestealers and their hybrid kin upon the planet's populace. Chaos and terror reign as the genestealers overrun cities and strongholds, converting survivors into new hosts for their insidious brood. Ultimately, if left unchecked, the genestealer infestation can lead to the complete subjugation of the planet, transforming it into a nightmarish breeding ground for the insatiable Tyrannid hive fleets. As the genestealer infestation overwhelmed Serenade, the Imperium resorted to a devastating exterminatus to purge the planet of the Xenos threat, rendering it a lifeless dead world. Yet the Necron stasis tomb remained untouched beneath the surface. Tragically, Orikan found himself trapped on Serenade during the exterminatus onslaught, sealed away along with the planet's doomed inhabitants. Orikan spent over 100 standard years digging himself out, but due to his manipulation of time to avoid Trazyn's traps, he experienced over 2,000 Terran years subjectively. Eventually, the two rivals, Trazyn and Orikan, united when they realized that Nephrith's tomb was a deception orchestrated by a Satan shard of the Deceiver, manipulating them both. The Deceiver is a malevolent entity known as a Satan shard, a fragment of the ancient and godlike star gods known as the Satan. Once revered by the Necrons as beings of immense power, the Satan fell from grace after betraying their former servants in a bid for ultimate dominion. The Deceiver, embodying cunning and deception, is particularly infamous for its manipulative schemes and ability to sow discord among its enemies. Throughout the eons, it has orchestrated elaborate plots to further its own inscrutable agenda, often pitting rival factions against each other, or leading them astray with false promises and illusions. Its influence stretches across the galaxy, leaving chaos and ruin in its wake, as it seeks to reclaim its former glory and dominate all existence. Orikan the Diviner, transformed into a godlike being, to confront and defeat the Deceiver. Utilizing an Eldari gemstone provided by Trazyn the Infinite, Orikan undergoes a transcendental metamorphosis, transcending his mortal form to ascend to a state of divine power. In this heightened state, Orikan becomes a formidable force, imbued with cosmic energy and wielding unimaginable abilities. With his newfound godlike abilities, Orikan confronts the Deceiver, engaging in a titanic battle that echoes across the stars. The clash between these ancient beings of immense power shapes the very fabric of reality, with the fate of entire worlds hanging in the balance. Ultimately, Orikan emerges victorious, vanquishing the Deceiver and thwarting its malevolent machinations. However, despite his triumph, Orikan's transformation serves as a testament to the unfathomable depths of power and ambition. Despite their temporary alliance to confront the Deceiver, the rivalry between Orikan and Trazyn persists. While they may have set aside their differences momentarily to face a common enemy, the underlying animosity and conflicting ambitions between the two Necron leaders remain unresolved. The bond forged in battle against the Deceiver does little to erase centuries of distrust and competition. Both Orikan and Trazyn are driven by their own agendas and aspirations, and their paths are likely to cross again as they continue to navigate the treacherous landscape of the universe. Thus, while they may have fought alongside each other momentarily, their enmity endures, and their rivalry is far from over. As the eons unfold and the galaxy's conflicts rage on, the rivalry between Orikan the Diviner and Trazyn the Infinite endures as a timeless saga of ambition, betrayal, and intrigue. Despite fleeting moments of collaboration and shared adversity, their paths diverge once more, each pursuing their own inscrutable agendas across the stars. Whether clashing over ancient relics, vying for dominance within the Necron hierarchy, or thwarting each other's machinations, Orikan and Trazyn remain eternal adversaries, their destinies intertwined in an unending dance of rivalry and retribution amidst the ceaseless tumult of galactic warfare.